students, this is Ma'am Navina coming with another chapter from your English grammar. The second part of letter writing, informal letter. In the previous video we had discussed on different types of letter and we discussed on the formal letter. Today we will be doing on what is informal letter. Okay, so let's continue. What is an informal letter? An informal letter, also referred to as friendly letter. Okay, informal letter is also known as friendly letter, personal letter, mainly written to friends or relatives. Okay, like your parents also, father, mother, aunt. It is written in personal fashion. So in your own way you can write. There is no rules and strict rules to follow. Okay, you can write it to anyone with whom you have a non-professional relationship. Okay, you haven't to be very formal here, how you have to write in the formal letters, those strict rules are not to be followed. Although this doesn't exclude business partners or workers whom you are friendly with either. Okay, and it says that although this doesn't exclude business partners or workers whom you are friendly with either. Sometimes you want to write a friendly letter to your business partner, that time you can write an informal letter. But for some business deals and all, that time you have to write a formal letter. There are fewer formatting rules for informal letters than there are for business or formal letters. So it says here, very less formats are there to be followed for informal letters. Okay. The letter can be used for some reasons like conveying messages, news, giving advice, congratulate recipients, request for information, asking questions, etc. It is a personal letter written to whom you are familiar with, like friends, siblings, parents, or any other close one. Okay. While writing an informal letter, one can afford to be friendly and make use of personal or emotional tone. Okay. So you can become personal in your informal letters because you can write to your parents, your relatives, your friends, your brother or a sister. Okay, so you can become emotional too also in this letter. Now we come to the next part, format for informal letter. Okay, what is the format we have to follow? There is no set format when writing an informal letter. Okay, already I told you before, like a formal letter, there is no set up format that this has to be followed while writing an informal letter. It's not there. Okay, but there is a general pattern, some conventions that people usually follow, but there is some general format that everyone has to follow while we write a informal letter. We will be looking at this pattern and certain tips on how to write effective and attractive informal letters. Okay, why we want to write attractive informal letters? We want that the reader to get pleased when they read our letter. Okay, so you can write it attractively so that the reader gets pleased, happy to know, excited to get your letter. Okay, these can act as guidelines when you are drafting a letter. They are not hard and fast rules. Let us begin. So in the beginning, what we have to write? Address. The first thing to write is your address. Without address, you cannot write a letter and your letter won't reach also. So that is the address of the writer, basically the sender's address. We usually write the address on the left hand side of the page at the very top. Okay, left hand side, this on the top we have to write. The address should be accurate and complete. Even when writing to close friends or relatives, the address must be written so they can reply back to the letter with ease. Okay, why we are writing our address, sender's address? So that the recipient, he or she, writes the letter back to us, reply to us, and send the letter in that address. Okay. If the recipient of the letter is in another country, do not forget to write your country as well in the address. Okay. So this all we have to mention. If you are writing to another country, then we have to write our country's name also. Okay. Next, date. Date is very important. Which date you have written the letter, that we have to mention. Next, just below the address, we write the date. This allows the reader to have a reference as to when the informal letter was written. He can then relate better to the contents of the letter. The date preferably should be in expanded form. In expanded form, how? Not just to write with hyphens and slash and all. Okay, you have to write with like 2nd October 2020 in that way. Okay, and next one is greeting. This is salutation. Okay, now since you know the person you are writing to, the greeting can be informal as well. Okay, as you know the person personally, you are friendly to that person, so it can be a informal salutation or greeting. If it is a friend or someone close to your age, you can greet them by their first name, like Dear Alex. If you are writing to your relative like your mother, father, aunt, uncle, etc., you may greet them as such. For example, Dear Mom. And if you are writing to an elder person, okay, older to you, someone you respect greatly, like your grandfather or grandmother, those people, or uncle, you can address them as Mr. or Mrs. also. Like, say for example, you were writing a congratulatory letter to your teacher. Okay, that time you can address as Dear Mrs. Alex. Okay, so this is the salutation or greeting for informal letter. Next one, introductory paragraph. Okay, how to start the introductory paragraph. Okay, and now we begin writing the actual letter. The introductory paragraph sets the tone for the whole letter. Okay, you might begin by asking the recipient about their well-being. It means how are you? Okay, like that. Or you may say that you hope the letter finds them in good health and great spirits. The opening of informal letters should be casual and comforting. Okay, when the letter is to be written in informal letter, when you start the letter, it should be the words used should be comforting one. Okay, and it should be pleasing and casual. It must not be formal and direct as in business letters. Okay, so this you have to follow in the beginning. Short 2 or 3 lines of introductory paragraph. Then comes the body of the letter. How to start the letter after those introductory paragraph. The letter overall should maintain a friendly tone, but you have to adjust the language and the wordings according to who you are writing to. Okay, when you are writing to your friend, then your language becomes little casual. Suppose you are writing to your father or grandfather or uncle and aunt, that time you have to be little respectful, isn't it? So that you have to adjust the language that time. With a friend, you can afford to be very casual and flippant even. But if you are writing to an elder relative, you must be extremely respectful and considerate. Okay, so that is what I told you, that you have to be respectful when you write to a elderly relative or your parents that time. Okay, next step is conclusion. Okay, after the body, the third paragraph or the last paragraph of the letter comes the conclusion part. So how to conclude? In the conclusive paragraph, sum up the reason for writing the letter. Okay, sum up means give the summary that why are you writing the letter? What is the reason? That is, summarize the letter. Say a meaningful and affectionate goodbye to the reader, and do not forget to invite the reader to write back or reply to your letter. So this is very important. Okay, in the end of the letter, you shouldn't forget to invite the reader to reply you back. Okay, to get the reply of your letter. It shows an intention to keep the conversation going. Means you want to have a link with that person. Okay, so you cannot just abruptly end, but you should try to tell him, convey him or her that you want the reply of your letter. Okay, then comes the signature and how to end the conclusive conclusion of the letter with the signature. How will you write? There is no way to sign off informal letters. Since they do not follow a strict format, you may sign off as you please, okay, according to your own wish. Some commonly used phrases are lots of love, best wishes, kind regards. These are some of the important ones here. Okay, some mainly used. Kindly. Okay, so pick the one that best suits the occasion and then simply sign your name below the greeting. So now we'll come to some of the tips for writing informal letter. How we'll write the informal letter? Make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings. When you finish your writing the letter, check your letter and find out whether there is any grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes. Okay, this is mainly for an exam, what has been discussed here. Okay, but still, if you are writing to anybody, don't make grammatical mistake or spelling mistakes. Okay, so they carry marks. Number 2, leave adequate number of lines between paragraphs to make it look neat. Okay, it should be very neat. Leave some lines between paragraphs. Then number 3, underlining the main points is very important, but it is advised to do it after finishing your exam. Use a pencil and scale for underlining. Number 4, presentation is very important. How you present your letter, the sequence of the letter. Okay, that is very, very important. Okay, 5, read a lot of letters to get an idea. So nowadays, letter writing is not done. But in your exam, letter writing is important. So you go through, read many letters and get some ideas from those letters, from informal letters or formal letters. Okay, so this one you keep in your mind. Next comes topics for informal letter. Some main topics for your exam. Okay, inviting a friend, advising a friend, apologizing to a friend, thanking a friend for spending holiday together. These are some main topics what you get for exam. Okay, reminding a friend, congratulating a friend, requesting for help, admitting a mistake. So these are some important topics. Now I'll show you some examples here how a informal letter has been written. See, left hand side, the sender's address is here. This is the sender's address. Then the date is there. Leave a space. If you are writing in plain paper, then you leave a space. Leave a space. Then you write the date. See how the date has been written, March 1, 2019. Or you can write 1st March 2019. So it's correct. Okay. Then dear Rudra. Then this is the greeting or salutation. Okay. You can write to your father also, dear father, dear grandfather also. Okay. And there it starts this line is what? Introduction line. Okay. Introductory line. It's been a while since I have heard from you. Where have you been? I hope this letter finds you in the best of your health. So this is the introductory line, a paragraph. Okay. Then starts the body of the letter. As summers are approaching, I was thinking if you could spend a summer break together at my place in Mumbai. I will introduce you to all my friends and close relatives. I will introduce you to all my friends and close relatives. I will give you a city tour as well. We will spend some quality time in the afternoons near the seashore. To add cherry on the cake, the weather here is very pleasant during those days due to sea wind. So you see how attractive is the letter here, how he is inviting his friend. Okay. I am excited even at the thought of you and I spending the summer together after so long. I have to tell you a lot of things and expect the same from you. Give my regards to auntie and uncle. So this is the conclusion paragraph. So how he has ended, giving a summary, okay, and expecting a letter from his friend back, and also conveying regards and love to the elder people and younger ones in his friend's home. Okay. Hope to see you soon. Yours lovingly, Sakshi or Saksham. You can write your name if it's given in the question, some names, then you have to write those names. Okay. If it is not there, then just write your XYZ in your exam. Examples I will just show so that it will be helpful for you. Okay. How the letter is been written. See the sender's address on the left hand side, the date. Okay. No using of dash and slash with words. Okay. So there, how have you been? This is the introductory paragraph. Then the body of the letter. Then the down. You can see how it is concluding. I believe my life here will be interesting. Talking about the hostel life and enjoyable. Although I have made many few friends, I still miss you and other friends. Please pay my regards to your parents. So how he is conveying regards also. And here this end part, you will write yours sincerely. If your best friend, you can write your best friend. Okay. So if you are writing to your father or mother, yours lovingly, or your loving son, your loving daughter, okay, or your loving niece. When you write your, Y-O-U-R, then loving or sincere. When you write sincerely, you have to use yours but without any apostrophe. Don't use apostrophe. I have seen many times students writing yours with an apostrophe. That is wrong. Okay, that becomes a possessive case and doesn't mean any meaning here. Okay, so yours sincerely, if you write, this is correct. And if you write your, then your loving son, your loving daughter, your loving niece, then that way will end. So this was the end of the informal letter class, and try to practice and write many informal letters from your question banks. And for today we end here. Stay safe, stay at home. We'll meet soon. That is the only thing I want to say. Thank you.
Stay home, stay safe, do it for yourself, do it for your family, do it for India. Let's break the chain of COVID-19.